is that the news?
No, I think it's Rocky.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. You kind of look like Rocky right now, like you're a boxer with your hat on. Yeah.
Like older, drunk Rocky?
Punch drunk. The one after Rocky 4 when he got
Portuguese Rocky.
When he lost his brain cells from Drago. What was that Rocky 5 when he was like?
No, that's he fought Tommy Gunn.
No, number 5 is when he fought.
But he had problems. Like he was like mentally like messed up from Ivan Drago, right?
Yeah, that's when he's in the shower. He's like shaking.
Oh,
how is that?
Wait,
it's really good.
Do you like that flavor?
It tastes like not good for you.
That's impossible. That will get. That's not from Canada.
Oh. So today we're talking about procrastination, and we're gonna.
That was totally.
I think we should really focus on Kelly for this one. Because
don't signal someone out just because he's Portuguese.
No, because I've never seen a level of procrastination like my brother to the left of me here. He is the embodiment of procrastination. Right, Cal?
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Would you
He admits it.
If you treated life like a video game and tried to finish it or start it, you'd be unreal.
Yeah, that's bad.
Would you like to give us an example? Because I can come up with the drop sheet. We can talk about that one.
Like an example, just today, an example.
Dude, it's like
what's your most
30 in the morning.
What's your most episode of procrastination?
We got his brother-in-law here too, which is good. Because,
he's totally narked out of this one. Yeah. He's got him. He's got me. I'll be like,
no, man, we can't.
I'm just here for the show. I'm just here for the orgy. So
By the way, so we tell Kelly we want to get recording really early, so we do record very early in the morning
on a
Sunday.
On a
Sunday. So the fact of the matter is, we all said, okay, 7:55 a.m. Kelly, make sure 7:55, and this guy
never
answers the group message with every other message besides okay, confirmed, Roger, 10-4.
I think I sent a Mr. Roper. Right?
Yeah, Mr. Roper.
He will.
It's a non-answer.
Because Kelly knows he is going to be late.
No, you know what caught me today was I found one sock. I couldn't find.
I knew it. I was going to say, do your socks match today?
I had to wear these randoms. I found a pair, but
are those new Chanelas now?
No, those are
bigger size. Yeah, because last time you guys were,
the last ones were black and yellow.
Yeah, you guys were making fun of it. Remember, it was too small.
Well, they weren't wide enough. Yeah, that's better.
There were so many faux pas about those things.
So you actually went out and bought new sandals because of it.
Yeah, you guys bullied me into it.
You got Fruit of the Loom socks?
Hey, but you didn't procrastinate getting new sandals.
They landed from the sky.
They were in the house. I just found them.
The right size.
So you didn't go and get new sandals.
No, I know.
Were you wearing your wife's?
I just wanted to.
So not only are you a procrastinator,
I'm also a liar.
Oh, this is good.
I think procrastination and lying go together. Sometimes.
Is it excuse?
Yeah, excuses, right?
Yeah.
There you go. So you're seeing it. All right, let's go to the next topic.
Okay, Christmas dinner with Kelly. It's on Christmas. It's dinner.
Did you give us an example of your most recent?
Yeah, this morning.
Oh, yeah, the socks.
But is that procrastinating though? Like the sock thing?
That's just lying. What you just did.
Oh, that's lying. Okay.
No, he lied about the slides or whatever. The flip flop. What are those?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, but I brought that up.
Okay.
I brought up the fact that he was late. Everything that we've just talked about, I brought up. I'm asking you, what was your most recent?
I thought it was this morning. I don't know. There's always something that needs to be that I'm still getting around to. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. It's
like chores. Like the door is off the hinges. I'm gonna put it back on.
The door's on the hinges?
No, let's say like the door is on like procrastinating, right? For me, I think procrastinating is, like I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fix this, and I get home from work, and I'm like,
That's procrastinating.
Yeah, I think it's also laziness.
Well, yeah, you could be you procrastinate.
Put the tool in my hand, I'll start getting it done, but I'm like, I'll cut off my hands.
I mean, you could procrastinate. There could be multiple factors why you're procrastinating, but I think laziness is
100%.
probably
Yeah.
that's probably
It's-
the leading one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because sometimes you're like, you know what, I'm gonna grab that on the way home, and
Yeah.
then you're like, fuck it.
You know what?
No.
I'm
I'll
done.
do it
I had
tomorrow.
a
I'll
long
do it
day.
tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a car there.
And you're sitting at home watching TV, eating chips on the couch.
Yeah. What kind?
Not Canadian,
The
not
nacho
American.
Canadian
Shrimp.
PC.
Yeah.
The shrimp chips. They smell so bad. The paint's peeling off the wall.
I don't want to go back
I
to
gotta paint
the
that wall.
I don't want to go back to the tariff one, but if a Canadian company comes up to an alternative to Cool Ranch Doritos, that's money.
Game changer.
Yeah, Cool Ranch
Cool-
Doritos.
Cool Ranch. Oh, yeah.
Not a fan. Never.
What the
been.
hell is wrong with you, man?
Well, I don't know where to start, but it's
Cucumber chips.
It's getting small.
it'd be funny. Like I'm tied down in a chair. Okay, I'm tied down in a chair, and they're like, "We're gonna kill your whole family unless you have
A
the
cucumber.
lot or the cucumber chips." And I'm like,
How about the cucumber chips and below as a juice to drink it and wash it down?
Do you
that'd
like
be so bad.
Do you like cucumbers in general?
Nope.
So if
Pickles.
if you're
What
being
about
held,
No.
if you're being held and somebody just took a cucumber and like put
Slapped
it in
it
your
on,
mouth,
And they
slapped it on
slap me in the
his face.
face. Just kill me. Okay, I can't do this.
the cooling effect, it's too much.
Oh, it stinks. Like Nair, I used to use the product a lot. It stinks. It's cucumber. It's got to get it over with. And I'm
So-
a hairy dude.
So back in the day when MTS existed, not Bell MTS, just MTS, as technicians, we would get our regular work and whatever, but there was also, you can volunteer for this drop program. So
Did it stand for something?
yeah. So what a drop is, it's an aerial line coming from the pole to a client's house.
Mhm.
So they'd have a list of extremely antiquated drops, or they knew that they're going to the new platform, so they had to go there, and you're changing up. It's just drop after drop after drop. The pay wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I mean, if you're rigged up, you could pound out a ton through the day, and it's a decent living.
Danny used to talk about this.
So Kelly, I don't know why. Maybe he didn't understand the logistics of the whole thing, but he volunteered for this program, and he was really into it for a long time too. And I think like he would get his list, and I think it just like sat in his vehicle. It just sat in his
Next to
vehicle.
all those McDonald's cheeseburger wrappings, like
So and then the drops had like due dates on them. They had to be done by a certain date, and it was a pretty it was a pretty big leeway as far as the dates and times go. So it just got to the point where
How did you just find it, the sheet, and you were like, what is this?
no, it was I'm not going to get into the names, but it was the manager of the,
Oh, yeah,
department.
right.
Like
Yeah.
I remember it.
Ask for an update.
He kept that. Well, he was asking you, and then you and I were talking like, yeah, I gotta get on these drops, and then I was like, well, how bad is it? And you're like, it's getting pretty bad. And then I went to the shop, and it came up in conversation like, so this
how many?
how's it
buy?
going with the drops with Kelly? He's like, yeah, I don't know. He's got a lot of drops he's got to do. And then I ended up talking to you again. I think we were having lunch, and you're like, yeah, it's really bad. I'm like, well, let me see. And then he had like a stack of papers with all these drops. I'm like,
How
man,
long does a drop take?
a drop can take.
It could take a while.
Yeah, it could be up to an hour. Like, and I think you had like 70 drops.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was so, and I was like, Kelly, what the hell? And I'm looking at the due dates. I'm like, man, this is due like in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I tell you what. And I called the manager. I'm like, take me off the schedule. I'm going to help Kelly for the next
He bailed me out.
couple days, and we're going to smash through these. So clearly, that's procrastination.
I got a
That's all
story.
have to
Okay.
What? So I want to hear your
say.
story.
This is uncomfortable, man.
No, this is great.
so the
It's like a
intention
bukkake of procrastination.
Yeah.
the
And you're the
intention
bukkakinist.
the intention was there, and like the willingness, like it's like, yes, I want to do it, I want to do the work, I want to hustle, but then when the hustle is like, okay, here's your hustle, it's like, whoa, but I really want to watch YouTube. So
I was watching.
Were you watching about drops?
No, I was rewatching episodes of If Yan Can Cook.
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's a great show.
yeah, I could cook.
You ever watch Pasquale too? He'd sing and he'd
Yeah,
Oh,
he would
yeah,
sing
yeah,
opera.
yeah.
my grandma.
Pasquale.
Yeah, Pasquale. He was like the old Italian guy. He would like cook in like.
He
Was he Italian or just like a white guy?
No, straight up Italian.
I don't remember that show.
Pasquale?
Yeah,
He'd sing.
I remember Emerald.
Yeah, that was way before. And this is
I do
public
remember
television.
that. Pasquale's Kitchen or
Yeah.
something. So The one example in particular, like
Yaku cookie, go chop 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 chop.
Yeah,
like that.
really fast,
Love that
yeah,
guy.
and he'd always crack jokes.
Yeah.
Walk with Yan. Remember
He's like,
Yeah.
wear shirts.
If Yan
O.J.
can't cook, so
Simpson,
can you.
yeah. O.J. Simpson, a gorilla and a knife walking to the bar.
No.
No. You never told that joke? Bring up the reruns, Andre.
Run it.
Yeah.
So we're going through this list, and I think it's like day 3. Like we're going, and it's summertime. It's hot. So I'm getting a little irritable, given that I'm helping him out to catch up on all his work, right? And then I think it was one nasty dropper going there, and we're losing daylight. And I'm like, okay, Kelly, go to the next one, get started. I'll finish wrapping up here, and like our ladders are fully deployed. We're ready. We're cleaning up. Okay, I'll go. So he goes, and it wasn't that far away. I think it took me like half an hour, 40 minutes to finish cleaning. I get there, and I pull up. His vehicle's there with the hazards going, and he's got his ladder up. And I pull over. I put my beacon on, and I get on. Okay, what's going on? And I'm thinking, for some reason in my mind, I'm thinking he's already changed this. I'm like, so what's going on? He's like, oh, nothing. I've just been kind of sitting here. And I'm like, so what the hell, man? I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, I got here, put my ladder up, and I just kind of like sat back in the car. And I'm like, what? I was like, get out of the car. Let's go. I still remember that. And instead of getting mad, I just started laughing. I'm like, this guy, man.
Because it's almost like comedy.
No, it's so unbelievable. You're like, what? And then that's when I realized you had a condition. Because I'm like, literally, like, I'm on your ass, and then you just got there and you froze. You're like, I can't do this. He was just looking at me. You said that.
Because you didn't know what to do? Or
no, he knows exactly what to do, and that's the problem. He knows what to do, and that's the problem.
Okay, Chris, can we hear your story?
Yeah, it's so. Remember that time when
This is my life.
Yeah.
Remember that time we were shaving your back? And,
Yeah, we were gonna upgrade your phone. Remember that? And then
to buy a new phone?
yeah, you're
Yeah.
buying a new phone
Yeah.
and super crazy deal,
Really good.
super cheap. And then he didn't like the color. And then I'm like, dude, it's a color, throw a case on it.
Through you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Kept thinking, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna think about it,
What
see
color?
what happens. I think, what color was it?
Silver? No, I wanted the silver. But no, I didn't even know that I wanted the silver until you mentioned it was a silver.
Yeah, and then he changed his mind. And then we go to order it maybe a week or so later,
And it's
and it goes
$700.
up $500.
Did he buy it?
No.
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 So he talked himself out of that one.
So you could have thrown a case on it?
It was a sweet deal.
Like, do we
And
even know
then-
what color this is? I think it's...
No, yeah. If you put a case on the phone, like you don't know what color it is, right? So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're right. I'd be like, Kelly, what's going on? I'm trying to call you. The phone keeps dropping. He's like, yeah, my phone. I don't know. It's been doing this for a while. And then like 2 months later, I'd be like, Kelly, what's going on, man? Like your phone's on fire. Yeah, my phone's been
Still
doing
doing
that
the
for a
same
while. I'm like, oh my God, man. I've been thinking about getting the phone for the last 2 years, but
I think you just got this is your phone.
I know that's my
You just
phone.
got sick
So
of it.
you never got the phone?
No.
And
He got sick of it.
And how long did you take to get a new phone?
I didn't.
He did.
Andreas
He's
just gave
still
me a
waiting.
phone.
This is...
He's still
I'm
waiting.
still going. I'm in talks with him about the phone.
Yeah, like this is a loner.
So are you waiting till like next Black Friday? That's a lot.
No, I'm. You know what? I'm going to wait till the next fold comes out, and then I'm probably going to find a reason to not get it.
Apple?
Yeah.
Am I ever getting this phone back?
Yes.
When?
I'm waiting for the fold.
When's the fold coming out?
Sometime this year.
So I'll be getting this phone back by
Like a fold?
Yeah, the
I saw one the other day at the
Yeah.
store.
yeah
Sometime.
You want the new one?
Well, the new one might have. I like the S Pen.
The what?
There's a pen that comes with his. Yeah, I'm hoping that the new version
Wait a
of the
minute.
fold
Wait a minute.
has the pen.
What happens if it doesn't have the
Does
pen?
Apple have
Is that an
one of
Apple phone?
No.
No, he.
Yes.
Yes.
He
yes.
works. Yeah.
Samsung.
No,
His
Apple
nickname,
have
his nickname is Samsung Chris, and he's gonna get a.
There's no. I'd like the pen for drawing for like work.
So you can draw like wieners on everything.
I'll figure that one out. But yes,
Nice
Does
veiny
Apple
ones.
have one of those?
yeah,
little-
baby ones, triumphant bastards. Yeah,
Does
It
Apple
looks
have one
like
of
a,
those?
No,
a
I don't
nuclear
think
mushroom
so.
They
cloud.
don't.
I don't think
They don't
so.
do
I
that?
don't know.
No, they don't.
They don't. Okay,
They make tablets.
Oh, yeah, that's
and you
true.
have to pay extra for their
stylus
It's
pen?
a separate
for their
thing.
pens. Yeah.
So what's the type of thing that occurs in your life where you find yourself procrastinating?
Yeah, please take the heat off.
Oh no, it's coming back. It's coming back.
The things to do on the way home, and then I don't end up doing it, and I am the guy that sits and watches TV on the couch and
So
eats
bad.
chips.
You're so bad.
So when you say stuff on the way home, like, you know, you got to pick up groceries or
Yeah, like
whatever.
my dog's super hungry. I decide not to buy him food and just feed him like treats, and then feel bad about it, and then end up going to the store after, or not getting gas, and the next day you're warming up your
that's
car
the
and
worst.
you're like,
That's the
"Fuck,"
worst.
right? Yeah, or you know that you know what, I should maybe I should go pick up something to eat, and then you're like, nah, fuck it, I got stuff in my fridge or freezer, and then you get home,
And you end up
And you're
eating
like,
cheese slices and pizza pops
man, pizza pops, yeah,
with Caesar
it
dressing on
sucks.
them. Yeah, never been there.
I put sriracha on it.
Yeah.
So is
yes.
that's your major?
Yeah,
like.
I'd say so. Like sometimes I'm in the store, I see something, I grab it, I walk around, I'm like, what do I even need this for? And I put it away. I talk myself out of it. I don't know if that's procrastinating or just being really cheap, but
Not that. It's just, again, it's like excuses, right? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
do I really need this? It's like, you do.
yeah.
You do need it.
Or you buy it and then you get home and it sits in your shed for a year. And
Exactly.
you're like, fuck yeah, I just got a good deal on it. I
Yeah.
can say no.
Yeah.
It was clearance.
So okay, yeah. What about you? Do you procrastinate about stuff?
Tons.
You
know
too,
my
eh?
biggest
Am
thing
I
is?
surrounded by procrastinators?
100%. Andres,
Nice.
you're a doer. You are a doer. Is that a word?
You get her doneer?
Yes.
Get her done.
Get her doneer?
That's Canadian, so that is not giving a tariff.
No.
I find you, Andreas, to be a extreme, like, just do it. Like, why don't you do it? I'm like, I don't know. Like, don't get all Mexican on me, all right? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But you're a doer. Like, so I want to work out. My knee is hurting. What do? I have benefits. Go to the physio or whatever. Like, get it done. Go.
Yeah.
I'm procrastinating.
Mm.
Kind of a pussy, too. One reason I don't want to work out because I don't want to get too huge. And then show
You want to
guys
fit
off.
through the doorways, right?
I have the body frame that if I start working out, like, I don't know.
It'll collapse
I gotta
itself.
buy new-
collapse on itself.
I gotta buy new shirts.
Great.
You just don't wear shirts, though.
What's that?
You just don't wear shirts.
You know what? That's right.
Good genetics.
And I know a guy with a clothing company, so I can get him the fit.
Yeah.
But procrastinating. I'm a huge procrastinator, I think.
So it's funny because when I see procrastinators and I'm around procrastinators, you've known me a long time. Have I ever really gotten mad at you?
No, you just kind of like I don't know.
Like, start a
You usually
podcast
laugh it
and
off, but
start a podcast and bring
you're
it up.
probably deep down inside, you're probably really disappointed.
This is the whole reason why I started this podcast, Kelly, so I could call you on this one.
Kelly, we have
This
to
was all an
talk.
elaborate,
We have to talk.
An intervention? What an expensive intervention.
All the time, and then plus the pre-shows, right?
Episode 415. This is when I'm going to hit him. He's
You
already
got-
locked in.
You guys thought you didn't watch now. Anyway,
So, yeah, I mean,
Okay, what are some things that we can do then that can
write it
I
down.
can do
Write it down.
Well-
write it down.
well,
Set a
here's the
goal.
thing.
minimize this?
When I see procrastinators, in particular people like you guys are guys that I care about a lot. Like I love you guys. Like you guys are good friends, right? So when I see procrastination, I see it in a different light. I'm like, yeah, it's just who they are. Like you accept it, right? You're like,
But
it is what it
You
is.
can bring it up in a way
I thought you got disappointed.
But I tell you, I'm disappointed.
exactly. He
I
doesn't.
don't candy code it. I don't get mad at you. I'll be like, come on, Cal,
and
come
he
on, let's
doesn't
just do
nag
this.
you.
Like,
He doesn't nag. He's just like, listen, look at the positives. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Are there positives to procrastinating?
No.
Is it all negative?
No,
here's the thing. That's what I want to talk about. So I see that, and I see other people that I don't know procrastinating, and it affects me in an adverse way. And it's getting better as I'm getting older. Like my blood pressure doesn't go up as much as it used to before. I'm very much in the Zen zone right now. It's either that or I am going to have a cardiac event.
aneurysm. Yeah.
Yeah, something's not going to go well. So I try to keep things on the mellow
Medium.
side of things. But the older I get, and the more people that I'm around that procrastinate, and there's some other people in my life that they do procrastinate. It doesn't matter what they say. I'm kind of starting to see a bit of not an advantage to it, but I think it's just commonplace because I'm noticing I have more. I don't think it's OCD, but I get massive anxiety if things don't get done. Do you get? I don't think you guys get that. Like if I know something has to get done, when you're just talking about coming home, So it'd be like, hey, I know that I need to get this, or somebody's like, hey, we're going to be doing this tomorrow. Andreas, can you grab? For example, like I'm in real estate. We have these
Open house.
No, not open. No, we'll have like these customer appreciation events, and I know it's 2 months down the road. I'm like, okay, great, I know it. And then like the next time I go to Costco or something,
you're buying the special.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, that's on sale.
You're already thinking about it,
Andreas.
Oh, it's on my mind. So I'm like,
I don't have that.
So I'm already buying it because
you're already late to the event.
So I'm buying it. So I'm buying it, and it's not just because I know I need it, but it's because I know I need it. But I'm like, I know I need this eventually, but it's on sale now, so I'll do this now. I'll get it done.
I have a question.
Okay, go.
Do you pre-plan to be late?
No, that would be no.
Okay, sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so there are times too, like if I know things have to be done, I'm just about to fall asleep at night, and then it hits me like, oh, I got to get this done, and then I'll actually pick my phone up and put a reminder event in the morning. Don't forget to do this, and it like interrupts my sleep for about an hour.
Damn.
Yeah, so
You're a planner.
Well, I think it's borderline not.
What do you be, a hunter or a gatherer? What is that?
Smells like one of the cats just took a massive dump.
That was before.
No, this is a hot.
Yeah, this one's like,
I can't smell it.
oh yeah.
I think it was DJ because he came out of that door, looked
how
at
did
us.
he close
He
the
looked at us
door?
and he beelined it. He's like,
You want me to close that door?
No, hold on. Did the door close itself?
I wish I had a self. Okay, so I think
Can cats close doors?
I think procrastination. I think everybody should have a level of it.
I think so,
Yeah.
because I the stuff you're just talking about in the same way, like a keener with certain things where I have to be organized and I always want to be prepared.
Mhm.
But
why?
at the same time,
Is it because are you afraid you're going to fail at it, or
no, it's just that I want everything to go right.
Oh yeah.
Right. I don't want to show up to an event and be like, fuck, I forgot this, I forgot that. Or if
because you're afraid of failing at that. Like you don't want to like let people down and be like, I'm sorry, man, I forgot that.
Especially because you're in your power, right? You're like a boss, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have
I run a territory. So if something doesn't go the way it's supposed to, I feel that it falls back on me because I wasn't prepared.
Well,
for
it would
it.
reflect on you, and you know that.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why I feel that I have to stay prepared for everything, a step ahead of the game.
negatives too, right?
Even if, like you were saying, lying in bed. If I'm lying in bed, I'm like, oh, is the back door locked? Like, fuck, I gotta get up and do it, and then I'm not sleeping for another hour. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But you get lost on the way. You're like, whoa, look at those chips.
100%. You're like,
look at the remote.
There's still time. Maybe I go watch TV,
exactly.
play with my dog or whatever. Right?
Why would anybody want to break in?
I feel like you and I are pretty similar in a lot of things in that regard. Yeah. So
that's why we sold cars together, and we sold them very well.
And we flew them.
Yeah. You sold cars?
Yeah, we sold Mazdas together.
Yeah.
Mazdas?
And we flew them. We sure did.
Really?
We'll talk about flying Mazdas off air.
At a dealership?
Off air, because there might be liability implications here.
Yep.
But so when I talk about procrastination, so I'm trying to look at it on both sides of the coin. I get it. I think the majority of times it's probably not a positive thing, but I do think a level of procrastination, in particular in my life, would probably be good just to kind of ease me off.
Yeah,
bounce it out.
But guys, like
you have to let it go, Andreas. Like it's okay.
And I think I'm starting to get a little bit better. But it's funny though, like certain people in my life, like I'm not going to get into names. People that have known me a long time, they see me starting to like ease off the gas. And they're like, "What's going on, man? You're easing off." And I'm like, you know what? I have to ease off the gas because I'm literally gonna have a stroke. Like, but I think people see it's like, in particular, maybe it's because of my divorce. Like everything changed in that, and that's when I realized, you know what? Like I'm out. Like I can't keep going at this pace.
You're 100% a different person, and it's for the best. You've changed in so many ways that you're just like you're a fine-tuned machine.
Oh Christ!
Seriously, I'm not trying to blow you and play with the
black
ball.
smoke coming out. Fine-tuned machine with black smoke coming out the exhaust.
Honda
smells like guacamole. But yeah, it's like
so
good.
Yeah, so I if we're talking about procrastination, I don't think it's actually all that bad, boys. I don't
think so.
No, I think it's human. I think it's human to procrastinate.
What's one thing that if you procrastinate on right now?
Me or who?
Everybody.
Okay.
That you're going to change. Mine, I'm going to start working out. because I got to get my drive up. Like I got to average more off the tee.
So for procrastination, I guess it's an excuse. I ordered. There are my reasonings to it, and I'm gonna. We ordered door knockers, a big stack of it.
What's that?
Door knockers are just you go door to door and.
Like
I'm
do
like,
not disturb
yeah,
sign.
I'm a realtor, just to go around, introduce myself. In particular, it's in certain areas too, like my town and Stonewall. Like I just want to work those areas.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but so we got the door knockers in late fall, early winter. Now the idea was I was going to go because you guys know me. I like to walk and run.
Yeah.
So it's just I got them. There was a bit of uncertainty how we're going to approach marketing and this and that. So that's one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, I'll hold off a little bit. Plus, we got into the Christmas break. It's whatever. Now we're going into. There was another thing that came up that just kind of put the brakes on things for a bit. Now I'm like, okay, I want to go out, but it's minus 7 billion outside. It's really, really cold, and for me to go walking out 2 or 3 hours door knocking, it's not a thing. So one of the guys I work with, we were talking, and we're like, oh, we've had the door knockers there, and it gets to the point where I could say, well, I'm not doing this and this and this and this. In truth, it is a level of procrastination, but it's a level of procrastination that I'll stand by and be like, I would still not do it. This is the reason why. But I mean, ultimately, if you want to do something, you're going to do it. I could just wear like 2 jackets, completely cover up and go whatever. But for me, I don't want to do that. It's not even I'm procrastinating. I know I'm not. That's my decision. I'm not doing it. Right.
That's different.
That is different.
You're
right?
not procrastinating.
I'm just saying, no, I'm not doing it.
Do it.
I have a plan. This is not part of it, whatever. But some people would see that as procrastinating. With me in particular, I think a lot of people that know me at a certain level. Like this is Andreas, and now that I'm kind of making that change, people are seeing it as like, people might see it as like a negative or a falter starting to set in, and it's not.
How? If you say I'm just not gonna do it, how can
you? No, it's because people are used to me going 110 all the time.
You don't have to.
And I'm like, I don't want to go 110 anymore. I want to go to 82. And they're like, whoa, what's going on? I'll be like, I just don't want to do it anymore.
And none of your fucking business.
I think it's kind of their business, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think there's a level, even if it comes to procrastination, I don't think that's procrastination. That's just a firm decision. That's just what I've decided. Procrastination, like yesterday, made dinner, ate, whatever, and then every time I'm done eating, I have to clean. I clean, I scrub the kitchen. I have to do it. No. And last night I didn't, and I was just before I was getting kind of late, and I knew you guys were coming, and I saw the dishes there, and I went, leave it, Andres. Leave it, and just leave it the way it is. It's gonna be fine. The boys aren't gonna care. And then I started getting ready for bed, and then I was about to go to bed. I'm like, and then I went, no, and then I went, maybe not exactly as the way it is. And I came out and I just took some of the dishes and I just organized them in the sink. I didn't clean it. I just kind of like took everything off the island.
Even notice. I don't even notice.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'll make it a little more presentable, but I didn't clean it. And then just even going to bed last night, I laid down and I was like,
you should make us do the dishes. We're coming to your house.
But I know a lot of people see that. When they see me cleaning everything, they're like, oh my God, he's OCD. I just like, no, it's not that. It's just, I know it has to be done and I just want it out of the way. Like, I don't like backlogs.
It starts your day off better with a kitchen.
That's what I think.
100%.
That's what I think.
It's like a driveway too. Like if you're shoveling your driveway, you want it done right, not like
it. No,
yeah. That's me too. And now
I'm the same way.
Driving over it.
I sleep on a bed of backlogs.
I know you sleep on a bed of backlogs.
Backlog cabin.
Yeah. Do you remember when I think you got surgery on you had
yeah.
I remember I came by.
For what? Carpal tunnel?
Exactly, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, video games?
Dude, no, just from uses of hand tools and stuff.
Oh, hand tools.
It happens. Yeah. It's called CM, chronic masturbating.
I remember he got the surge, and then you and I
procrastinating.
I think something happened. I dropped you. We were working together, and like we got to your house, and there was a lot of snow, and you're like, oh, I remember. It was something like, oh, I got to do that before I go for my surgery or something like that. And then you went for your surgery, and a message, you're like, hey, did you clean? You're like, no, I didn't get a chance to do it. I'm like, I'll tell you what, I'll come by and I'll clean the snow. So I go by to clean the snow, And I think it was like the night before I got there, the plow came, and it's like this
Oh, yeah.
massive pile of
Yeah.
ice, and I was like, Christ,
Yeah,
shut up.
I've done that for people. Like, oh yeah, I'll come shovel your place, and like the sheets, like they finally plowed the street,
Yeah.
and it's like it looks like the
Big
Death
snow.
Stars. You know what I mean? Like on their and you show up, they're like, yeah, I have a shovel. I'm like, great. I didn't know your shovel sucks.
Do you remember that? Like
think
the
I do.
snowplow
I think I
came by, and it was like it was such a bad snow that winter. The mound was like probably up to here on me. Like if I was standing, it was like you had to climb over this thing. I'm like, you gotta
Oh,
be
that sucks.
kidding me,
The
man.
one
So
time you go to
I had to like, because I and that's another thing too with me. When I give you my word, I'm
He
doing
does
this.
it. Yeah.
I'm doing it. Like I'm doing come hell or high water. I'm doing it. And then it gets to the point, and it has nothing even to do with him or anybody anymore. It's like, son of a bitch, I said I'm going to do this, and I get mad at that thing. I'm like,
Integrity.
and I just get going. And then when I'm done, they're like, hey, Andreas, thanks for what. I'm like, it's okay. Bye.
Don't talk to me. I don't want to see you for a year.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that's the way I'm wired. So I think procrastination, and also just my ability to be able to start telling people no has to
Go up.
it has to go up.
Has to.
Yeah.
Instead of no, replace it with go fuck yourself. Sorry, but I think it'll make you feel better.
We will not edit that. No.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a vigilante here or anything.
Hey, do we have a
We can say shit and this. You know,
But we try not to. We try to keep it clean. I don't want to intentionally come on.
Nope.
But
the children are listening?
yes,
right.
there are
Because
kids
they're the-
listening.
That's what they hear on the playground, though. You can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Oh, they hear other things
They
too,
hear-
like skeet, spittity,
Yeah,
blah,
skibbity.
skibbity. Oh yeah, skibbity, not skeet.
Skeet? They don't use skeet anymore?
No,
No,
that's skibbity.
Can't
Big,
catch
big
me.
back.
Skeet, skeet, skeet,
Be
skeet.
like, girl, you big back,
Yeah, you big
Yeah.
back bussin'.
busted bitch.
Trifling.
Big back diets.
Trifling. They use trifling?
Trifling, yeah.
A trifling bitch.
Well, okay, that's procrastination. Anybody? Oh, wait, actually, one more thing about Kit. Maybe I'll
What?
leave that one.
What?
I just want to get back to the procrastination. Kelly.
What about the word of the day?
Oh yes.
Boner.
Bonaire. It's odious. Okay, guys, word of the day. Odious. No, up. Up. Odious.
Just a shtick.
Odious. Well, I'll tell you what. Once DJ left that room, the odious got a little
Oh,
funky up in
yeah.
here.
I
That
don't
scent
even
is
know.
still here, right? It's just we're just kind of used to it now, right?
I
It still
can't
smells
smell
like
it.
It's all in
It's
your
still
nose
here.
now.
You just get you acclimate.
I can't even make up a thing for odious. It's just impossible.
Odious. What is
Sounds like
odious?
a-
Odious sounds like
a Greek kid.
Is that from
So it's
Garfield?
like Exodus
Yeah.
or something like that, or Exodus
It's,
or
it's
whatever.
Greek.
Yes.
Isn't that the dog from our?
that's Otis. No, Odie. Do you guys? What was the little purple cat? There was a little purple cat. It was like a really cute. Yeah, I think it's a little purple cat. Great purple cat.
Right?
And Dave,
That's the guy's name?
wasn't it Dave?
Yeah, it was Dave's the owner.
Yeah, Dave, and he was like a total douchebag to Dave.
Was he a?
I think it was a love-hate relationship between the two of them.
Was he the keener and Garfield was like super?
I don't think I've
chill?
ever watched an
Yeah.
episode of Garfield.
Melvin? Marv? I don't know. I know that there was a little cute cat. I just don't. Whatever. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a procrastination of. I think you got off easy on this one. I'd like to talk about this again one day, but
Let's
revisit. Let's see if I've gotten better. I'm gonna go read some self-help books, do some
Yeah.
push-ups.
well. Another thing too is we're really hoping obviously Chris has been on the show quite a few times. We enjoy having Chris here. I think I've been trying to get him here as a regular, but
yes.
due to his procrastination, he can't make it some days.
True story.
Yeah. But yeah, we're hoping to have him on a lot more, and
We'll keep the seat warm.
yeah, and that's about it. Unless you guys have anything else, Chris, anything procrastinating on your side? No.
Nothing at all.
Okay. Oh, you got that hockey tournament today, right? Or you guys it's all weekend? That's why I wore this.
Yeah, nice.
It's
Thanks
support.
for sport.
Yeah, no
Don't
problem.
put it in the dryer.
Oh, and then didn't you get MVP? Who got MVP?
Play the game.
Yeah, play their game yesterday.
You do. You
No,
got
two
it.
days, two games ago. Yeah,
Game-winning
I got
goal?
Game-winning goal.
Yeah.
22
Right
seconds
on.
left.
So
Wow.
Fluke. Fluke.
Snipe
So
for-
Chris showed us.
goal.
Chris showed us his jerseys. I mean, you guys have the same emblem here on their jersey, but he's on Team White, so they call themselves the White Snakes. And that when you get the MVP, they make it walk like they have to
What?
skate around with a big like blonde wig.
What
like
position do you play, Chris?
Forward,
Okay.
right wing.
Right wing.
That was our sponsor.
Right on.
So, and yeah, when
Okay, what was the shot? Snipe?
Yeah, it was bottom.
Yeah, so they
bottom
make
corner.
them skate around
So
like a
skating
bang, like an
warm-ups.
'80s banger. I love it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Flow. Look at the flow. And then
great.
watch this part here. That because the Jets practice at this facility, and I'm trying to lift my leg to stretch, and it's too high for me. I can't even lift my leg.
And you're on skates.
Yeah. You know,
Oh,
you're all,
that was awesome.
you know how old you're going to be on your birthday, right?
Yep.
When is it?
In September.
So you know what hit me the other day? I was hanging out with.
I asked him when I first met him. I said, "How do you guys know each other?" He's like, "He was at my wedding." I'm like, "How?" And I said, "How old are you, young man?" And he goes, "How old do I look?" And I'm like, 32. He's like, 8. He's older than me.
he's 40. You're turning. We're both turning 45 this year.
I'm turning 44 in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Damn.
Foden. But let's call it as it is. Your body's gone through a lot more punishment than his has.
What? Yeah?
Yeah.
Like Tuesday?
So I was at my uncle Jason's. The
Oh,
other
yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah,
and we
yeah.
were talking, and have you guys seen the land that I bought? Whatever. I have 2 pieces of land in
Where?
there. Yeah, just
Oh,
north
yeah.
of there. So I have like an 11-acre section. It's a little piece of land, and
Is it by the golf course?
no.
Oh.
It's actually it's further north, but it's an 11-acre piece of land. It's right in the corner. Beautiful, beautiful property. And I bought it off a buddy of mine, and my uncle and him were both sitting there, and he just out of the blue looks at me. He's like, "Hey, Andreas, so if you ever decide to sell that," he sold it to me. "If you ever decide to sell it, who are you going to sell it to?" And I'm like, "Nobody. I'm keeping it." And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "You cheap." I'm like, he said something, and then we kind of all looked at him like, "Look, man, this is all part of my plan." Like, I said, I'm planning to like sell my home eventually.
Go off grid.
No, there's hydro right
Or
to the
on
corner.
grid.
No, but it's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's my plan. I'm going to build.
A golf
I'm
course?
going to go quadding, hunting. That's what the whole game plan is. I'm not selling it.
You're gonna hunt?
Just let me finish. So yeah, so
Squirrels.
Yes.
You got it.
So I told him this, and it's and he's like, "Oh, well, that's a good idea." And I went, "Dude, like, I'm 45 years old." I'm like, and then it clicked. I'm like, "Yeah, in 15 years, I'm going to be retired." And I went,
Damn.
"Oh my God." And it hit me like a ton of bricks. That's the first time it hit me that I'm like, within a blink of an eye, I'm going to be 60 years old and I'm going to be in the retirement game.
So what are you gonna hunt?
Dude, you know how fast 20 years has gone by? We met each other 20 years ago.
That's crazy.
Does it seem like 20 years
Hell
ago?
no.
So in less than that, I'm going to be staring at the barrel of retirement. I'm going to be 60 years old, man. In less time than you and I have known each other, I'm going to be 60.
Well, in 5 years, you'll be 50. Damn.
Yeah, it blew my
Downhill.
mind, man. Yeah. No, not me, man. Listen, if people are like, "Oh, you're working out, you're doing this." I'm doing this because I'm arthritic and all that. So I'm just trying to stay healthy. I don't want to be 60
That's
years
like
old
me.
and then can't lift, can't go quadding or shoot a gun or
Okay, what are you gonna hunt?
deer.
No way.
Yeah.
You gonna dress up?
Yeah, I'll wear wigs and stuff.
No.
Like a lipstick.
No, like not the orange, but like
Or the
traditional
camel.
traditional hunt. No, like
Well, there's stuff for hunter safety.
like a caveman or something. You know, like the skins.
Ooh, the bear skin.
The same color as the snow. Like
I'm going to dress up as a deer so that I get shot by the other hunters
There
that
you
I'm with.
go.
yeah, but it's your property. Don't let them on.
Yeah, but I'll go hunting
Oh,
with my
deers will
buddies.
have guns at this time.
Yeah.
Deers.
Deers are arming themselves. Okay, so that was procrastination.
It's kind of like Planet of the Apes, where they learn to talk.
These bastards shoot back. Or in a Crocodile Dundee.
Oh God!
Remember that movie? And then remember like Paul Hogan or whatever. He
He's
goes
doing
and
the
he
cult with the
he
guy?
grabs a kangaroo, and the guy's like, "Hey, that kangaroo's got a gun," and he starts shooting the poachers back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that one.
Okay, so are we done? We're good. Kelly, you good?
Yeah.
You feel like you somehow dodged the bullet? He's like,
No. I was gonna say something, but I'll just do it later.
No, just say it. Just say it.
No, that was my procrastination.
The
Procrastination.
word of the day is over there.
And I didn't catch that. All right,
Wait,
see
the
you,
word of the
everybody.
Okay.
Peace.
Yeah.